The history of skateboarding has a huge list of gnarly tricks that have been done over the years. Whether it's huge stair sets, high-risk tricks, big drops, or clearing distances that are so big you have to go full speed to clear them. In Chapter 1 of our Gnarliest Gap series, we already covered some of the biggest stair sets ever skated, and you can watch that video here. In this chapter though, we're looking at the gnarliest distance gaps in skateboarding. For this list, we've been thinking about the furthest distances, the fastest skating, and even the more influential spots and tricks. You'll get to see legendary clips on legendary spots, a guy that clears so many long gaps that it was hard to choose the best one, a lot of speed in the run-ups, and some distances covered that are so big you wouldn't think it was possible, so be sure to stick around till the end. Let's jump right in. No list without Milton. Getting pulled by a motorcycle and almost dying here of these speed wobbles. But he needed that speed to clear this huge wall ride for his demolition part. Look at that slow-mo to see the distance he's going. The driveway easily fits 2 trucks. Always full speed, never disappointing. Going on straight to the famous Macba Plaza in Barcelona. Chris Pfanner was the first to ever ollie from the outledge over the trash can into the street. Yeah, some other people did some tricks down there, like Aurelien Giraud with his hard flip, but he's going onto the street instead of over the trash can. Going over the trash can is nasty. Some people failed at it pretty badly. You could argue that Joslin big spinned over it for his Plan B true video part. That's not the only huge gap cleared at Macba though. Instead of going onto the street, Alex Olson cleared the street itself, and it is big. Alex Olson on our 9th place. Next up, we got T-Funk pushing out of his mind to get to the NBD frontside air over the famous China Banks in San Francisco. This ollie got him the cover of Thrasher Mag of December 2021, and also Trick of the Year 2022. There's a reason that no one has ever done it before him, even though it's one of San Francisco's oldest spots. Alright, now we're coming into some skate history, the San Dimas Gap, better known as the Kirchart Gap. A huge bump to street gap that got famous through, you guessed it, Heath Kirchart, who kickflipped it in 2008, then backside flipped it for Minefield in 2009, and finally closed the loop with a frontside flip for his Stay Gold video part in 2010. Since then, a ton of tricks have gone down on that spot, and they even did an episode of Face Melters there. Some honorable mentions are Shane O'Neill's switch flip, Louis Lopez did a big spin heel, and Jordan Hoffart, who not only tray flipped it for Audio's Going Forward video, but after a really long fight, laser flipped it for the Face Melters event, 36 years of age. By the way, he also held the world record for the longest ollie on flat once. Even though, meanwhile, a lot of tricks have gone down in the Kirchart Gap, we had to include it in the list, so our number 7 spot goes to the legend the spot was named after, Heath Kirchart. The best trick on the spot? You decide in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Before we go on, just a quick reminder that we'll be releasing our Chapter 3 of the Gnarliest Gaps video soon, ranking the top 10 tallest and highest gaps in skateboarding. So leave us a like and a follow so you don't miss out on it. In our 6th place, we have to talk about this street mega ramp. First seen in Kyle Walker's No Other Way part that made him the Skater of the Year in 2016. Look at that distance. His kickflip wasn't the only trick done at this spot. Jamie Foy came by to heel flip it. And lastly, we have Chris Joslin, who backside big spinned all the way over it. From one ditch to another, Brandon Westgate in our 5th spot, who earned himself the Thrasher cover with this beauty of a tray flip. Yeah, the ditch gap before looked way longer, But we put Brandon on the 5th place, not for this tray flip, but for all the crazy long distance gaps that he has cleared in his parts before. So sit back and enjoy watching him float through the air. Our favorite, and in our eyes the most incredible one, is the one at the Berlin Pollendenkmal spot though. If you ever see this spot in person, you will not believe that anyone actually ever did that. Next up, we have Greene from the GX1000 crew. You might think that this is a little gap into a super sketchy and cracky downhill, but wait for it. For us, this is one of the craziest flat gaps we've ever seen, going full speed over 2 cable car tracks and still not losing control over the board, probably the fastest ollie in the history of skateboarding. And then we kick off our top 3 with this guy, who jumps Ferraris, for fun. Tyshawn Jones is known for his incredible pop, and he shocks the skateboarding world with huge gaps in every new part that he drops. Like this backside flip on his Saudi trip that also gave him the Thrasher cover for May 2023. As an honorable mention, Sheckler kickflipped that gap in 2014, and you can see the real length of that gap in this clip. But that was not the only long distance clip that earned him the cover of a Thrasher mag. There's also this ollie over the subway entrance for the cover of January 2019. And then there's this switch ollie over a picnic table lengthwise for the November 2021 cover. Just look at the speed of the run-up. Gifted Hater tried to debunk that switch ollie, claiming that he didn't fully clear over it, which was hilarious. But Tyshawn just went back and did it again for his Instagram to silence the haters. And of course, the kickflip over the subway tracks, flat to flat. Incredible. But because he's a beast, that wasn't enough for him, so he went back, backside flipped it, and still wasn't satisfied. So he went back a 3rd time, of course, and tray flipped it. This time, only for his Instagram. What a flex. Now one of the greatest gaps skated of all time, almost 30 years ago. The water tower gap that Jeremy Wray ollied, also going flat to flat, 40 feet above the ground and clearing a distance of 16 feet. Storied Skateboarding has a great video about this ollie that you should definitely check out. A legendary trick, also 30 years later, one of the best distance gaps that's ever been done. I know a lot of you would have loved to see him on first place, but here we go. One of my favorite kickflips of all time in one of my favorite parts of all time, Taylor Kirby in his opening part for Death Wish's Uncrossed video. He just floats over this huge bump-to-bump street gap. I always wondered if there was some kind of downhill that he took as a run-up to get enough speed for it. I found the spot on Google Street View, and apparently all there is a cracky old parking lot. Kirby, if you see this, please give us some insight into how you managed to clear this road. But for now, let's just enjoy this beauty of a kickflip, and we'll see you in Chapter 3.